Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another vlog. Very, not necessarily exciting, but I'm kind of excited about today. So Ryan's actually coming this afternoon to have a little bit of a look around and have a good chat and see how everything's going. And we're actually going to talk about maybe upping my salary as well, which is always great. I will be going to Ryan's other farm over at, I think it's called Elm Creek, at some point in the near future. And we'll probably talk about that as well. But before he gets here, I do want to do a couple of things. Firstly, I want to clean all his equipment. So obviously, him coming here will be not necessarily like a check-in and, looking whether I'm actually doing my job and all that good stuff. But it is a opportunity for me to show that I have ownership. I take ownership of how everything's going on his farm, and I take responsibility, rather. Maybe that's better than ownership. And I take pride, and I consider it important. So I think it is a good idea to get everything washed. So he's going to be here around 2 o'clock this afternoon. So I'm going to try and get everything done before that. So we need to do all of the washing of the equipment. There's quite a lot of equipment. Pretty much everything needs to go through the wash. One cool thing is, over the last couple of days, he actually paid for something to be installed, which is something that I'm very excited about, and I'm going to show you that now. You can actually see it. You could see it there for a split second. Onto his farm. I asked him for a power washer, and in typical Ryan Sam's fashion, he went completely overboard and got us that thing. That thing over there. So it's essentially an entire wash station. So it is just a power washer, but it's got a whole bay and drainage system and all that. And the people that installed it in such a way that it's actually quite cool. It keeps everything clean. So essentially, when we get on here, there's a way that we can go from the dirt. I'll show you, actually. It's probably better if I just show you. I'm going to take the crone first, because the crone is really dirty. So I'm going to get that going first. And then we'll tick through them. I'll probably do everything in this shed first. And then just unlock. Let's go. And then we'll carry on with the rest. Right, let's open this one. There we go. Cool. Right, crone first. Wow, that thing is disgusting. And so I could potentially grab... This is really clean. This has only been used once. Could potentially grab that, because the crone does have a hook, right? It does have a hitch, is what they call it. So I'm gonna have a look. Maybe I can grab one of the other things. I'm fairly confident I can. That way we can kind of get more done at the same time, you know? Don't think we can get the baler, but I do think we can... Ooh, wow, this is going to be difficult. Feel like we should be able to do this, though. There we go, we can. I thought we can. Cool. Happy days. Right, so we're going to get this one through and get it washed up. Yeah, putting this back with the crone is going to be difficult because the mirrors aren't great. And you're not really meant to be parking stuff with this. Just get underneath there. That's really cool. Righto. So, I'm going to turn this off. So, as you can see, it literally gets underneath there really close. But it does. So, that's all good. Righto. And obviously, all the water drains out of here easily. And we can now just wash everything. Make everything nice and clean. So that when Ryan arrives, everything looks good and clean. And he should be happy that we're taking care of his equipment. We take pride in the farm situation, and we value our job, I guess. Like, I do find it important. I do value the job. I think we're very lucky to have this job. Wow, that looks much better. Right, so I'm probably going to time-lapse all of this just so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me wash everything, because it's not necessarily... it's not necessarily going to be the most exciting thing in the world. but it is needs to be done. So I'm gonna probably, actually I might just, I don't know. The problem with time-lapsing this is it'll be on me, as in it won't be the drone, because otherwise the drone's just going to hang here, and that's not necessarily going to be very exciting either. So yeah, it'll be the GoPro and this footage. So the first-person footage that you see now, the GoPro's on me, so it'll be this footage and it'll be time-lapse. So I hope it doesn't give you guys motion sickness. If you are prone to motion sickness, quick couple of spots there, then I would advise maybe just skip this a little bit, I guess. Anyway, let's jump into the time lapse and get this done.
If you open your eyes and see every house, porch lights out in the neighborhood. You go out and all your friends, they're calling you, but you're still running from the fate you thought defined your life until you opened your eyes.
Alright guys, that was pretty good. Took about an hour. Everything is now clean. As you can see, it looks really good. This tractor is actually in a very good condition. There's very minimal paint damage on this thing. It's actually really, really good. I expected, to be honest, haven't been able to really look at it. And, like, it's an old tractor. And I expected it to be way more scratched and, you know, in a worse condition, but it's very, very good, very well looked after. This obviously is the new one, which looks freaking amazing when it's clean. We've seen that one clean. We've seen this one clean as well. It was actually not that dirty. It literally had a little bit of mud on the wheels. It's impossible to keep the wheels clean. Obviously, when we're driving, when we're putting back equipment, etc., you will get some dust on there. But the tractor, for the most part, is very, very clean. Then we've got the cultivator in here, which is very impressive. And again, just looks so good when it's clean. All of these things just looks so good when it... Oh, excuse me. Just give me a sec. Hello? Alright, so that was someone wanting to look at the John Deere and some of the implements that we've got. They said they're specifically interested in the John Deere, but they are new into farming and need a lot more equipment, so they will have a look at the other stuff as well, which is really cool. Hopefully they can take a couple of stuff, and or maybe even we can strike up a deal to look for equipment for them and take up a little bit of percentage of that, I guess. I don't know. We'll have a look. We'll chat to them. They're going to be here in about 45 minutes, so we're going to head there soon. Just wanted to show you everything here. It looks very clean. Everything's nice and shiny. And I kind of parked it a little bit better as well. And obviously the planter, very, very cool. And then I forgot to show you when I was there. Let me just close this up before I forget. So close this up and close this up. Lock that for us. There we go. I wanted to show you how the cleaning bay essentially is, as soon as you go through the cleaning bay, you don't touch dirt again. You're literally just on the tarmac or the gravel which makes it much easier, makes it clean. So essentially how it works is you can come from either one of those three directions. Ideally, you come through here, depending on what you're driving. If you're driving just a tractor, you come through here, straight on there, which is minimal dirt on the gravel. And then if you're coming from that direction, you can stay on the dirt, come through here, and then again straight through. And then if you're coming from that field, if you've got something more than just a tractor, you can come through and go through there. So very cool, very well thought out. And I mean, I can't take much credit for that. I told them to think about it and make sure they put it somewhere where we can keep the rest of the yard clean, because I like a clean yard. I really do like a clean yard. So yeah, and I think Ryan will be happy with that as well. Right, so I'm gonna quickly wash the truck because we are here and it is pretty dirty. So I'm gonna get this washed quickly because, you know, we've got another couple, well, we've got some time before we actually have to be at the dealership, and then we've got some time before we have to be with Ryan. So got enough time to quickly have a go at cleaning this, make it look a little bit better. I do want to get it painted. Definitely want to get some work done on it, get some painting done on it. It will make a massive difference. It's just the cabin is so bad. Like the rear part, what do you call this? I can't remember what you call that. Is still in a very good condition because that was never used. So I don't know if you guys remember when we bought it, the guy said that it was pretty much, it had a construction like back flat top back on, which he exchanged again, put the original one on, because obviously not everyone is in construction, and he was going to just put that on another truck, I guess. So that meant that the back part of our truck now, it was pretty much brand new because it was literally taken off when he bought the truck originally, taken off, put it in his garage, and therefore it was pretty much never used. So very happy with that. But now it kind of looks odd. You know, we have to fix the cabin, essentially. Not fix the cabin, we have to paint the cabin. The truck is actually in a very good condition. It's actually doing his job really well. So not had any problems with it. So yeah, it's just the paint. It's just literally just the fact that it was obviously a work truck. So yeah. Anyway, right, we're gonna head to the dealership and have a quick chat with the guy that wants to have a look at the John Deere. We don't have that much though. We've got a planter, which all of the equipment that we have is actually pullable and workable with that John Deere. So technically speaking, you could take it all, you know. It's unlikely, but that would be really cool. And oh man, I need to focus when I drive. I'm not actually a really bad driver. It's just when I'm talking, when I'm trying to record, and I'm constantly looking whether the camera is still recording, and you know, it just distracts me. So it's more, and I get into like a zone talking. So yeah, that's part of the problem as well. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to stop here now. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to just wait for this dude. And we're going to quickly, hopefully, sell a couple of stuff and make some more money. We don't really, like, the only next thing we need is, you know, obviously want to expand. And the biggest problem, not problem, but the biggest thing for me will be the, unlock this, the leasing of the harvester, the cotton harvester, which is going to be very expensive. So I need to put that can away. Anyway, righto. So I'm going to wait here and I'll speak to you guys when we're done. All right, guys, as you can see, we just sold, essentially we sold the cultivator and the John Deere for $39,600. So essentially, he wanted both, and I told him if he takes both, he gets a little bit of a deal. So we knocked about $1,000 off of the total price of what it would have been. So yeah, $39,600. Very happy with that, to be honest. One big problem, is we now only have 2 pieces of equipment. So we do not have a lot to sell, which is a bit of a problem. But it is okay. It's not the end of the world. It's still money coming in, right? So these 2 things, we still have, I think we've had this literally from the start. Like, this is one of our oldest pieces of equipment. And we stuck with it. We just can't get rid of it, which is frustrating. Anyway, right, so I'm gonna head home quickly and have a quick lunch, and then head back to Ryan's farm just to make sure that all things are in order. And I want to make sure that everything is clean and all the floors are quickly swept and all that stuff. Quick lock, etc., etc. So I'm gonna head home quickly, have some lunch, and then while I'm doing that, I'll do a little bit of admin. And yeah, so I'll see you guys very shortly. Probably, unless something interesting happens in between, but probably when we're heading to Ryan's farm and waiting for him, or maybe even after I spoke to him. Anyway, see you guys in a bit. Hello again, guys. Welcome back. Well, it was just a couple of seconds for you, but it's been a pretty exciting and eventful afternoon for me. So I've found a couple of stuff online that we can potentially go have a look at, which we will do probably in the next couple of days. I just need to wait for them all to reply and make sure we can actually go and look at it. A couple of pieces of equipment, a couple of tractors, and a couple of other like rollers. There's some cultivators, etc. Some of them aren't actually here. They are in other towns, but that's okay. If we need to drive to another town, then that is not the end of the world. There is another piece of big news, which I wanted to share with you guys now. I would have just done all this and ended the day, but I was very excited, so I figured I'll show you guys. So, what we are doing now is we're driving to the dealership. I'm driving to the dealership. And I'm going to hook up the trailer, the green low loader trailer. And then we're heading to Ryan's farm. And then we're loading on the stayer, whatever. So essentially, we're not getting it. It's not ours. But Ryan's asked us to sell it for him. And he will give us a percentage. He threw some numbers around. I don't actually want to say now, but he threw some numbers around, which isn't, wow, that was very close. Isn't necessarily a lot of money, depending on how much we sell it for, obviously. But it is, again, something at least that goes through the business. And ultimately, that is very, very good for us because we are building a reputation of providing good equipment, good second-hand equipment in good condition and for good prices, hopefully. Anyway, right, so we're gonna go hook, we're hooking up the trailer now, and then we're gonna go get the stayer, how do you guys say it? So, in the comments, put down stayer or styer. So, if you're saying it, if you say it like stayer, put down in the comments 1. And if you're saying it styer, put down in the comments 2. I don't know. Anyway, to me it's stayer, you know? Like the weapon. Stayer og. Anyway, that's besides the point. It's not important. So we're going to go pick that up and get that to the dealership. At least we know it's clean. And we know it's actually in a pretty good condition. So we'll probably just touch the paint up a little bit. The couple of scratches, literally the 1 or 2 scratches or paint marks that we saw, and then we're gonna have Nick have a look at it anyway because we are selling it, and I want to try and keep that reputation of selling good condition equipment and stuff that actually works. So we're gonna have Nick look over it, and then we'll put it on advert for sale. What are you doing, sir? Luckily, I kind of had this inkling in me that he was going to turn left. Anyway, so we're going to do that now. I'm very, very excited. I don't know how much we're going to be able to sell it for. I'm probably going to put it up for about 30 to 40,000. Just rough guess now, because you don't get them very often. The stayers are very rare. and it's almost kind of like a collector's item, if you know what I mean. Like some people, the people who buy this would be people that are collecting things like that, you know. So yeah, very, very excited. And apart from that, actually, I didn't even tell you about the meeting with Ryan. So apart from that, everything else went really well. Ryan's very, very happy, which is part of why he called me, or he asked a while ago now to go and look at his other farm. The other farm was doing very well, but he feels like some of the decisions that's been made as of late are doing the farm bad. As in, that sounds really weird, but it's not really helping the farm do good. So, for example, some of the fields were made smaller so that he could get more fields in, or more fields, I guess. And it's smaller, and the guy seemed to think that would have made it, or that made it easier to manage. And he's planting so many different things that it doesn't quite make sense, and therefore he also needs a lot of different equipment, and the more equipment you have, the more things break. Unfortunately, that's just the way it works. And also, the more, you know, especially if you, for example, have 5 different kinds of crops that all need to be harvested at roughly the same time, then, you know, that can cause a bit of a problem because you just don't have the time to fit everything in, you know. So yeah, he doesn't agree with a lot of the decisions that the guy's made, and he wants me to go check and have a look at what I think. So I'm going to do just that. I will do my best to give Ryan my best professional opinion. I'm just trying to get the straps on here. There we go. So yeah, I'm not sure when that's going to work, or when that's going to happen exactly, but it will happen at some point in the next couple of weeks. And that is all the way up. Make sure everything's hooked and golden. Righto, we've got the stair. Look at that. Wow. So it's actually a really cool tractor. I really like the tractor. Anyway, I think I said that literally the first time we ever saw it. Ooh, you know what I can do? I could wash this tractor. While we're here, let's give this tractor a quick little wash. It's literally the day for washing. Obviously, we need to be aware that we can't drive underneath there with the stair on. That's not going to work. So we'll have to reverse back out, but that's fine. Ooh, and we need to be aware that it's not braking as quick as we want to. Actually, might actually make it. Yeah, it's made it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's besides the point. Alright, so quick wash here. And then we'll head back. Righto. So this is the freaking... We've watched so many things. I do want to give every piece of equipment on our farm a wash as well, but to be honest, I'm not that worried about it right now. We're gonna be harvesting or cutting the grass very soon again, and then probably after that we'll give it a good wash, and we'll probably come here for that because we've been washing all our stuff with a hose pipe, which is doing its job. Definitely, it's definitely sufficient, but there is room for improvement. Anyway, back to Ryan. So yeah, we'll in the next couple of days, couple of weeks, we'll be heading around there. So Ryan essentially said that the guy that is on the farm now, the foreman now, he needs to go away for some time. The dates have not been confirmed. I think it's like a conference or something. Wow, we're struggling up this hill. I think it's like a conference or something. So he's going away for a couple of days. Initially, it was going to be this weekend, but it got changed or cancelled or something. I don't know what the details are. I don't even think Ryan really knows the details. I was going to take my girlfriend, but we, like I said, it got cancelled, so we're not going anymore. So whenever that happens, we'll probably still do it that way. We'll probably still take I'll probably still take my girlfriend and kind of, you know, enjoy the weekend or a couple of days away. It might not be over the weekend. But that's fine. As long as everything on the farm and on Ryan's farm here is sorted, we can afford to go away for, you know, 2 or 3 days. I have spoken to Nick. Nick is happy kind of taking charge over any period that I need to go away for a bit. And he's happy to take, you know, some commission for every sale that he makes. And I think that's cool as well, because ultimately, I mean, the poor guy still lives in a park home, you know, so he can definitely do a little bit more money. And I mean, he's trying to run a family. He's trying to raise a family and, you know, feed the family and all that stuff. So I'm happy to help the dude out. He's been obviously taking some of the business money for you know, whenever he fixes stuff a little bit, if it needs to happen, like if he doesn't have to spend his own money on repairing things, is what I'm trying to say. And he gets the benefit from using the dealership facilities to, you know, do his part-time fixing of other vehicles and people in town and all that stuff. So he does make a little bit extra money, but I'm always up for helping the dude out. He's a good guy. He's been helping us out a lot. And yeah, I just feel it's right. Anyway, right, so we're going to quickly drop the stair off. Yeah, that's fine. And then, actually, I'll probably call it there for this vlog, to be honest. Not much going to happen now. I'm just going to reverse this off of the trailer and head home, really. That's pretty much it. Oh, I need to unhook that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So for now, that's going to be the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. See ya.